as well.
What kind of got lost in all of this, and I got some boots on the ground from our producers about this as well, is initially, and I think still, these tariffs are indeed about fentanyl. And if you look at the reporting, there are a lot of fentanyl, I wouldn't call them factories, but labs all over Canada. And it's produced there, and then it gets put into, trucks that carry stuff, for our cars, our fenders and bumpers and whatever else, and it comes right into America. I think the president's right on this, at least from the reporting I see. And ABC went a little bit deeper into this with, what's the guy's name? Kevin Hassett. Who's this guy? Kevin Hassett. He is... he's one of the president's economic advisors. He's the director of the National Economic Council.
So we saw the president this week impose tariffs, delay a bunch of the tariffs, and then on Friday, he said there are more and bigger tariffs to come, suggesting possibly as high as 250% on Canadian dairy and lumber.
Yeah.
Can you just explain, in short, what is driving the president's decision-making on this?
Let's go through what happened this week, because I didn't really think that the way you guys characterized the tariffs made sense to me, so I just want to go back to what happened. What happened was that we launched a drug war, not a trade war, and it was part of a negotiation to get Canada and Mexico to stop shipping fentanyl across our borders. And as we've watched them make progress on the drug war, then we've relaxed some of the tariffs that we've put on them because they're making progress. And so that drug war is something that's been going on since really the beginning of the Trump administration. We've also announced that we're going to put out a study April 1st that says what is the harm to America of all the asymmetrical trade practices of foreign governments, and what are we going to do about it? And that's the April 2nd number that you keep hearing the president say.
So this isn't even a tariff on trade. This is just a tariff on drugs, which is what was initially announced, but somehow it turned into just it's a tariff, a fog of tariff war. And they continued on this.
But let me ask, because I am confused now about what you're saying about this being a drug war, not a trade war. So let's just take Canada. Mm-hmm. I mean, you said Canada's shipping fentanyl into the United States. I mean, I don't think that's happening.
Sure.
I mean, 1% of fentanyl is being smuggled across the border. 1%. I mean, Canada's not a major source at all of fentanyl in the United States, are they?
Well, yes, they are a major source. And I can tell you that in the Situation Room, I've seen photographs of fentanyl labs in Canada that the law enforcement folks were leaving alone. Canada's got a big drug problem, even in their own cities. Go walk around, Toronto and see what it's like. And you'll see that it is a big problem. And frankly, we have intelligence that Mexican cartels operate in Canada as well. And so if you want to get the cartels out of the U.S., you got to get them out of Canada and Mexico.
Okay, but if you're saying that this is an effort to make them crack down and it's worked.
It's working, yes, it's working.
Then why are these tariffs the very same tariffs, going back into effect on April 2nd?
Well, we'll see what happens. So what's going on with the trade war is that we're going to have reciprocal tariffs in April. What's going on with the drug war is we're trying to make progress.
So there is a trade war.
In April, there's going to be a reciprocal tariff. And then if they lower their tariffs, we'll lower ours.
April 2nd, the real tariffs. And by the way, those are reciprocal tariffs, 250% on dairy.
Yeah, we get screwed on the dairy. We can't send our dairy up there. They don't want our dairy.
Why not? Why is that? I mean, this protection area, I guess. I mean, it could. That's
it's total protection area.
Yeah,
because they wouldn't have an industry at all.
Yeah.